Meaningful games at the end of September. You got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started. On the hill for the Mariners, Ryan Wu. What do you look for here?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
Swing and a bouncer. Throws to first in time. One out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Just getting started here in Seattle. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. Cut on and missed. And it's a strikeout. And that is the inning. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at T-Mobile Park. And on the hill for the Giants, Logan Webb. What's the word on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
1-2 here. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got him. And 1 out now.
Let's
Let's take a look at our lineup. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits. And Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going. Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Josh Naylor. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And here is Cal Raleigh. Got him swinging. We played an inning, no score. Back in Seattle, here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Rafael Devers. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Elliot Ramos. And a 1-1. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. And a foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2.
Ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Just
No, that
missed.
missed. That's a ball.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. And that's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Looked
Take
like
your
a
base.
questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate, but as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. The 1-2. Stays alive.
Ball.
And that's
Ball,
downstairs.
that's low.
Full count now. Man at first, 1 away. Good job to fight that one off. Payoff pitch. And ball 4
Take your base.
to
Ball
a board.
4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Willie Adames stands in.
Tough spot right here. A
Outside.
couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. Line drive
Foul.
and foul ball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. Here's the throw, but it's offline. He will score, and it's 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. Strike 2.
Hey.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
On the ground to third. Toss to Naylor. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back at T-Mobile Park, and stepping in for the Mariners, Cole Young. Here's a 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground.
Left field. And that's a fair ball. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Luke Raley.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Luke Raley getting ready to hit.
That's the ball down.
Man at second. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Good eye right
That's
there.
inside. Ball.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in. We're tied at 1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. That one was smoke coming off the bat, and it looked like there might have been a close play at the plate. Good job of base running, rounding third, making sure he could come in and score that run.
Here's Victor Robles. Ball to strike. Popped up. Arise gets under it. And there's one down.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Cole Emerson.
One out man at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate. The 1-1. In the air, left field. And that will drop foul. Ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. To first and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next,
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Ripped down the line. Way back there. It's got a chance, and it is foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Nice grab. The feed for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Luis Arraez. That one inside. Look out. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bryce Eldridge. Liner, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits,
next,
110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
So digging in, Casey Schmidt, the 1-1. Up the middle, that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, no outs. Devers now. Almost got him.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. The flip.
No, he said.
But it's not in time.
Hey,
Base
he
hit.
beat it out.
Up next to the Giants, the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
So bases all loaded up. Elliot Ramos now at the plate.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
In the air, left field. Robles settles underneath it. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. In to score from third. And they lead by 2.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Two on, 1 out. Pitch misses.
That's the ball.
3-1 now. And that'll load
Ball
the
4.
bases.
Take your base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Shortstop, Willie Adames.
Now here is Willie Adames.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Bases loaded, 1 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one is absolutely belted. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. 1 runs in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ryan Wu departs, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the
So out of the
Mariners,
bullpen for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
And up next for San Francisco, Drew Gilbert. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Just
Nope,
missed.
that's outside.
This is
Ball.
a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands.
Ball.
That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
3-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Ripped to right. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up, and right there we see the result.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Here's the catcher. Next offering is fouled back. One-two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Outside with a breaking ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Crawford. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Luis Arraez stands in. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Giants 6 and the Mariners 1. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the Mariners DH, Randy Arozarena. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 8, Dominic.
And up next for Seattle, Dominic Canzone. Off the mark there. Ball 3. Popped up. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. That one ripped right center field. Back there. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Foul ball there. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a ground ball. In time to Devers. 2 away now.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Raleigh. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first, and that will end the inning. Mariners lead 1. They trail it 6-1. New inning getting
Leading
started,
off for the
and now it's the Giants
designated
DH,
hitter,
Bryce Eldridge. The 1-1. Right side, hard hit. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Up next for the Giants, the third baseman, Casey Schmidt.
Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. There's a line drive to left field. Dives and it gets by. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll reach second with one away.
Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
One out, runner at second. Now it's Devers at the plate. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through that one. And they'll do it again. Got him. 2 gone.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Gabe Spire won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New pitcher for the Mariners, Edward Bizzardo.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Ball.
On the ground to the
That's
left.
foul.
And that's just foul. Man on second, 2 down. Out towards right center field. Canzone on the move. And he makes the catch. And that is that. So the Giants lead 1. They still lead it, though, 6-1. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Cole Young. Towards first. Devers takes it to the bag, and 1 gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the center fielder, Luke Raley. That one
Ball,
misses.
that's down.
And a count 2-1. The Giants leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And it remains 2-2. Next offering is in the dirt. Gets a piece and stays alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. That one laced to center and a base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Up next for the Mariners, the left fielder.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
Robles.
That one fouled off.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
The 1-2. Here's a chopper to short. Adames slings to first in time.
The batter, number 4. Shortstop, go.
Now it's the shortstop. On the ground.
Foul ball.
And it goes just foul. Swings through it for the K. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 left for Seattle. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back in Seattle, all set for the start of the inning. Jung-Hoo Lee digs in now. Here's a 1-1. On the ground to first. Naylor takes it himself, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop, Willie.
So up next, Willie Adames. And a foul ball. Here's the 2-2. And down on strikes. And the first 2 set down at the top of the 5th.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for the Giants, Drew Gilbert. Outside
That's a
low.
ball.
Ball 2. Sliced hard but foul.
That's a foul ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one
That
off
missed.
the mark.
That's a ball.
And it's a full count.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
No question about this one. It's out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they add on. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Edward Bizzardo won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Emerson Hancock gets the call from the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Ground ball,
Foul
left
ball.
side, and foul ball. 1-2 now.
Ball.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2. Next offering
Ball.
misses down and away. And that is low
That's
for ball 4.
Take your base.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Luis Arias will hit next. Here's a 1-1. And that one ripped to left. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next to hit, Bryce Eldridge. And that is that. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. It's now 7-1. Back at T-Mobile Park, here's the Mariners leadoff man, J.P. Crawford.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Tosses to first. A great play deep in the hole. Now it's Randy Arozarena. The Giants up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. This one in the air. Devers. And the first baseman makes the catch.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 8.
2 outs, base is empty. Dominic Canzone getting ready to hit. Next pitch is outside.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
That one finds the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Adames on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. Mariners go down quietly there. They're down 7-1. Back with a look at key moments so far in this one.
Like I wasn't the one you was holding that night, telling all of your secrets and hug. Guess you right, it's too good to be true. Was a point, all I needed was you. But time after time, I just fussing and fighting each time that you do what you do. And it's cool. Mama said it was fish in the sea. I got lost in the pool. Knew it was coming. I watched how you move, how you turn your back on me and leave me to lose. Remember the text, how you said that you do. Said that you never leave. We will fight till it's due. But as it went,
Casey Schmidt, the next to hit.
The third baseman, Casey Schmidt.
The 2-1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Raleigh takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Giants, the first baseman, Rafael.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. The Giants up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hit on the ground to the right side. Handles, throws to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Giants, the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Emerson Hancock out of the game. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Michael Rucker. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And up next for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Check swing, and he went. And the count now even up. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And they're on top 7-1. Well, we go bottom 6. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. And a 1-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Jason Foley, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
The catcher, Cal Raleigh.
And now Cal Raleigh. The 2-1. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Lee going back on this one. And that one is gone. He circles the bases, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-2.
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
One down. Cole Young up next for the Mariners.
That's a ball.
And that
No,
misses.
ball.
3-1. That one is
That's
inside
ball 4. Runner,
ball
take your
4.
base.
And I mean, oh, so close. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them. 3-2. Struck him out swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Now, Luke Raley. And that ends the inning. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Back in Seattle, leading off, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Well, these Giants, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These batters are not getting fooled right now.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Into center. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Willy Adames, the next Giant to hit. In the air to left center. Robles moving under this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Giants, the center fielder, Drew.
Next to hit, Drew Gilbert. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the catcher. Right through there for a strike. The 2-2 on the way. In the air, right field. Canzone under it. And that'll do it. 1 left for San Francisco, but they're still on top 7-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jason Foley.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Stepping in, Victor Robles.
The left fielder, Victor Robles.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one 95 to finish him off. And the batter will be the shortstop. The Giants leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. That's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. This one in the air, right field. Makes a nice running catch. 2 down.
Up next for the Mariners, third baseman, number
So back to the top of the order. J.P. Crawford now at the plate.
That's a ball.
Left field. Ramos makes the grab on the run. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They're down 5. It's 7-2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mariners,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose A. Ferrer.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Back at T-Mobile Park, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on the way. Good job to fight that one off. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Bryce Eldridge.
Bryce Eldridge will hit next. Swing and a miss at a slider. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Robles takes it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Giants, the third baseman,
Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third out. It's the Giants 7 and the Mariners 2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. In now is the Mariners DH, Randy Arozarena. Way outside, and that's ball 3. Payoff pitch. Hard hit, but right at him and left.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Dominic Panzone up next for the Mariners. Panzone checks his swing. Appeal down to third. He did not go around. In there at the knees. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Now one missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Mariners.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Josh Naylor. The 1-1 is fouled off. This one's smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run blast. And they close the gap. It's 7-4.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front of a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jason Foley will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Keaton Winn will take over here.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
1 down. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Back to work. 3-2 now. Stays alive. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. And that's an 8-pitch walk. He really made the pitcher work for that one.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
One gone, runner at first. Here's the second baseman, Cole Young. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Raleigh around third. The relay to the plate. He'll score easily, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. That just
No, that
misses.
missed. That's a ball.
Ball 2.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
The tying run at the plate. Swinging a drive, deep right field. Carrying well. And it is out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and we are all tied up.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Keaton Winn gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. JT Brubaker gets the ball now.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Victor Robles getting ready to hit. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Inside, almost got him. Up the middle, Arise. On to first. Great pick. They get out number 2 in a tough play.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. And a big swing and a miss. That's off
Ball.
the mark. Ball 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2-2 now. Hard ground ball, base knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, J.P. Crawford. The 1-1.